So suppose if you lost your wealth, something you lost. Later you can again get the money back. There's a proverb in English, do you know? So the proverb is, wealth is lost, nothing is lost. Health is lost, something is lost. But if your character is lost, then everything is lost. So Maharabhu also said, just like one, masi means like one spot of ink. You know, ink. So suppose one person is using a beautiful white cloth, but if there's one drop of ink, black ink in that white cloth, everybody will see the black ink spot. The person is wearing a beautiful cloth, but there is one drop of black ink on that cloth, and everybody will focus on that. So maybe you are so much gaining and knowledgeable and learned, but if in your life you deviate a little bit in your character or something, people will like stop believing in you and will not trust you anymore. So you should always keep, focusing on your character, having good character, because if you lose your character, everything is lost. So all of our Mahajans, they give so much emphasis in their character, then people will believe them, will trust them. So Mahaprabhu told, the sannyasi is considered the highest. And if the sannyasi has a little bit fault, people will, maybe the sannyasi has 1,000 qualities, but if he has one bad quality, then everything is destroyed. And this will continue all your life. Like this will taint you all your life. You see, Mahaprabhu, this is the teaching he gave through Chota Haridas. So Raya Ramananda is doing one thing, and Chota Haridas also. Actually, Chota Haridas didn't do anything, he just went to ask for rice by the order of Bhagavan Acharya. And it was for Mahaprabhu to eat that rice, not for himself. Mahaprabhu was so angry with Chota Haridas. But Raya Ramananda, he was teaching the girls how to practice and how to present his play. He was teaching, like rehearsing with the young girls, saying, "Oh, you have to put your hand like this, you have to bend like this." Like he was teaching them personally and like how to play the drama, always with the Devdasis. It's explained that these young girls, Raya Ramananda was touching them also, like teaching them, but touching their body. Mahaprabhu didn't say anything against Raya Ramananda. So how to control the mind? Our mind is so restless. Not possible to control the mind. So mind is compared mustard seed. So if you put some mustard seeds on the ground, very quickly they will grow and spread around. In the same way, mind is, if once the mind is like running wild, very difficult to control the mind and like make the mind focus in one thing. So Krishna told to Arjuna, you can conquer your mind in two ways: Abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa means again and again you practice that. So our mind becomes related to the senses, and the mind is going to the Panca-tanmatra. Panca-tanmatra is the 5 objects of the senses: form, smell, touch, taste, and form. Sorry. So the duty of the eyes is to see the form. But if your mind is not connected to your eyes, even though your eye might be open, you cannot see anything. Krishna Kripa Prabhu já está traduzindo. So, for example, to walk, you cannot only walk only with your legs if your mind is not connected. Like if you're not paying attention, maybe you're going to another place. Like there was a devotee who was coming here, and then, but actually he was thinking about another thing. He passed the temple and he went to another place. Like, because if your mind is not connected, you're not paying attention where you're going, like this. So the mind is connected to the senses. What is the duty of the senses? So Panca-karmendriya, Panca-gyanendriya. So 5 working senses, Panca-karmendriya, and Panca-gyanendriya, 5 knowledge acquiring senses. Actually, these senses, their duty, like they are meant for enjoying or relishing the 5 objects of the senses, Panca-tanmatra: Rupa, Ras, Shabda, Gandha, Sparsha. Like with our eyes, we want to see the beautiful form. With our nose, we want to smell nice fragrances. With our ears, we want to listen to beautiful sounds. So, Maharaj is in 8th chapter of Madhura Kandamini. He's telling high things, like when the devotee attains to prem. So with the transcendental senses, the devotee will relish and experience God's form, God's taste, God's smell. This is for Siddha, not Sadhaka. Sadhaka is only until Ashakti. But we like to listen about these things. But these things are very far. But this is like Shaka Chandrane. Like Vishwanath Chakravarti is indicating to us to indicate what is our goal. Just like the moon on the branch of the tree. Sorry. So our goal is attain Siddha Deha, transcendental body, and to relish all these delicious things of God, like His taste, His form, His sound, His smell, all this. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Arjuna told, my mind is very restless. How to control the mind? Because to control the mind is more difficult to control, than controlling the wind. It's not possible to control the wind. So how to control the mind? Bhagavan told there are 2 ways that we can control the mind, by Abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa is to try again and again what you want. This Abhyasa, like practice, constant practice. And what is vairagya? Detachment. Your senses, they want to enjoy the object of the senses, but you stay far from this object of the senses. This is vairagya. Your tongue will want to relish delicious things. The tongue is eager to relish tastes. This is natural of the tongue. But you should only eat what is necessary for you. This will come, like they will decorate all around you, like with food preparations. But you should only accept what is need for your body. So to control the senses, accept only what is necessary for maintaining your body. This is vairagya. And left the rest, what is not necessary, just leave. If you can live with only one chapati, so if they give you 10 chapatis, will you eat 10 chapatis? And if you eat more than is necessary for you, it's not you'll be okay. Maybe you cannot sleep or sleep too much because you ate too much, or also so many gases will come, the farts so much because you're not digestion not be proper. Then you'll also problem in your disease. So Ramananda cooks kheer, rasagula. But if you eat too much, your tongue wants to eat much, but it's not proper. Okay, continuing. So sometimes I tell no story. One king had a she-goat. King told, if I want somebody to make my goat stop wanting food, if somebody can do that, I'll give 1,000 rupees. Nowadays 1,000 rupees is nothing, but still. And if you're not able to do that, you will be punished. One person took the goat to his house, gave a lot of food to the goat. Goat's belly was full, his stomach. Early in the morning, brought the goat again to the king. King said, I will check if really a goat doesn't want to eat anymore. Because if your belly is full, you don't want to eat anymore. You will not want to eat. But if a delicious sweet comes, then you think, oh, I'll just eat a little bit, just to relish it, even though you're full. So those who like too much sweets, they say, oh, such nice sweets came, delicious sweets. My belly is full, but I can a little bit take the sweets. So the king also told, I want to see if this goat really doesn't want to eat or not. So whole night the man was feeding that goat with grass. So really the belly of the goat was very full. So the person thought, oh, the goat will not want to eat anymore. Doesn't want to eat. So the king was he would check. So the king again offered some very green grass to the goat. But the nature of the goat is to eat. So king told that person, foolish, he still wants to eat. So king kicked out that man. Then one saint came and told Maharaj, give me, I'll try. Saint brought that goat to his house, and he was whole night doing some practice with the goat. Then early in the morning, came to the king. Okay, so he tried to give, king tried to give grass to the goat, but goat was turning his head, he didn't want. But king told, oh, but I see that the belly of the goat is completely empty. What did you do, some tantra mantra with the goat? Then the sadhu told, you should tell me, you told me that I should do something that the goat would stop wanting to eat, right? So Maharaj said, yes, you won, I will give you the money, okay. But tell me, why does this goat doesn't have any desire to eat? Why does he not have any desire? Oh, that's very easy, Sadhu told. Look, last night I put some green grass in front of the goat, and then I also put one stick in front of him. All the times, every time that the goat wanted to eat the grass, I would beat him with the stick. So whole night I was practicing with him like this. So now you're giving this green grass. He's also thinking that you might hit him. So this is the thing. What is the meaning? All our senses, they will go to enjoying sense gratification. This is the nature of the Bada Jiva. Rupa, Ras, Gandha, Sabda, Sparsha, form, taste, smell, touch. All our senses, Panca-karmendriya, ears, nose, eyes, tongue, nose. But if we, with the danda, with the punishment of the scriptures, then if we threaten our senses like this, then in this way, slowly, our senses will not go into this direction of enjoying. Shastra explains, always remember to Vishnu. Never forget him. This is the main rule. The rule is, always remember God, never forget him. What is the prohibition? Never forget God. Don't forget him. Always remember him. This is the injunction, this is the prohibition we must follow. So if we follow the rules and regulations of the Shastra, slowly our senses will automatically be controlled. Understand? So Shastra explains about Papa and Punya, sins and pious deeds. What is it? Like if you do something that's a pious deed, and some things are sins. So if you do sins, you have to go to hell and suffer. If you always think that the sins you'll have to suffer because of the sins in the hell, then you will be far from the sins, isn't it? Like for example, if you do something wrong, the society will punish us. Your senses want to do bad things, but if you think, no, if I do this bad thing, people beat me, or I'll be arrested, or something bad will happen to me. So if you have this fear in your mind, you cannot do bad things. So the fruit of the sin is that you have to go to Narak. And also in this world, if you do bad things, also you get punished in this world also. So you can punish your senses with the fear also. This is a danda, like a punishment, like a stick. Just like you are afraid, like when the sword will hit you, because you're always thinking about this consequence. So by the instructions of Shastra and the sadhus, we can punish your mind so that your mind will be okay. So two ways to control the mind. One abhyasa and another vairagya. So Srila Raghunatha Goswami, in the Manah-shiksha, he describes, "Oh my mind, always do bhajan of Radha and Krishna." You see, the other books of the other Goswamis, they have told many things about bhajan, Vaidhi Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti, but Raghunatha Das Goswami, you see in his book Manah-shiksha, he's only speaking about Braja Radha Krishna. In every shloka you can see, "Oh mind, always absorb yourself in Radha Krishna. Do bhajan of Radha Krishna, stay in Braj." Why? Because Raghunatha Das Goswami, his Rupanuga acharya bar, the best amongst the Rupanuga acharyas. Like all of the acharyas, they have imbibed themselves with the Rupanuga vicharas, the conceptions of Rupa Goswami. But two are main. One is Raghunatha Das Goswami, another Jiva Goswami, those who have imbibed with the teachings of Rupa Goswami, Rupanuga acharya. So the names of Jiva Goswami and Raghunatha Das Goswami, they come top in the list. Later, yes, Narottama, Shyamananda, Srinivas, etc. But if we analyze, the name of Raghunatha Das Goswami is top in the list of the Rupanuga. So his Rupanuga acharya bar. Bar means the best. Srila Raghunatha Das Goswami, the best of Rupanuga acharyas. Life of Raghunatha Das Goswami is so beautiful. He left everything and he took shelter of the feet of Maharabhu. First, he took the diksha from Janardana acharya. Then, by his mercy, he took shelter of the feet of Maharabhu. In the Mukta Charita book, it's such a high-class book, Mukta Charit Grantha, very beautiful book. In this book he wrote this sloka, Namashestam Manum Apishachi Putram. This pranama mantra for Janardana Acharya he wrote in the Mukta Charita book. He wrote such a beautiful pranama mantra for his guru. By the mercy of my guru Janardana Acharya, I obtained all this. The holy names, the Mahamantra, Diksha mantra, the feet of Rupa Goswami, the feet of Swarupa Damodara, all the exalted personalities, acharyas, I got their association by the mercy of my guru. Rupa Goswami, I also obtained Giriraj Govardhan, everything, Radhakunda, by the mercy of my guru, Janardana Acharya. Because of my Diksha Guru, Guru Pada Padma, Janardana Acharya. So Raghunatha Das showed so much nishtha in his guru. This Raghunatha Das Goswami, he wrote this book, Manah-shiksha. So the first sloka of Manah-shiksha is saying what? Many days we haven't been discussing the slokas from Manah-shiksha Padeshamrita. So I thought, let's discuss a bit.
गुरु शब्द के द्वार पढ़ें, हे मेरे अवुद्ध अंतःकरण मन, मेरे प्यारे भैया मन,
Oh my dear brother mind, I take hold of your feet with humble words. I pray, I say that give up your pride. Oh brother mind, taking hold of your feet, I pray to you with sweet words. Please give up all pride and develop unprecedented rati for Sri Gurudev, Shri Brajadham, the residents of Braj, the Vaishnavas, the Brahmanas, your Diksha mantras, Sri Harinam, in the shelter of Sri Radha Krishna, the eternally youthful divine couple of Braj. First sloka Manah-shiksha. So beautiful verse. So I told, in all the slokas of Manah-shiksha, in each sloka, Raghunatha Goswami he established the glories of Vraj. If you see, all Goswamis they did bhajan in different places of Vraj. But if you analyze Raghunatha Goswami, he did bhajan in only one place, mainly in one place only, in Radha-kunda. Raghunatha Goswami has so much nishtha, loyalty and steadiness in the kunda. I'm not saying about the other Goswamis like this, like they are Rupa Manjari, and so they are very exalted, of course, and they are like this. But we see the speciality of the bhajan of Raghunatha Goswami. He had so much nishtha in the Radha-kunda. So we heard, what is Radha-kunda? The glories of Srimati Radhika and Radha-kunda are same. Radha-kunda is nothing else. It's directly the melted form of Srimati Radhika, her melted form of Krishna Prem, of Srimati Radhika. Hladini Swarupa. So to give bliss to Krishna, Radha-kunda. So all the highest sweets, the sweetest leelas of Krishna happens in the Radha-kunda. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in his book of Ashtakaliya Leela, called Govinda Lila Amrita Grantha, or also Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada in his book Shri Krishna Bhavanamrit. In these books, they have described the Ashtakaliya Leela, and generally the Leelas in the Madhyan Leela means midday. They took place in the Radha-kunda, midday pastimes. Radha-kunda is so glorious. What can I tell? Like, what can I say about it? So our Goswamis, you say Rupa Goswami started in Vachuvegan and came to Radha-kunda in the Upadeshamrita. But Raghunatha Goswami, he put all the moods of Vraj in this Manah-shiksha. From the beginning, from the first verse, he's already glorifying the glories of Vraj. And so eager for the Radha-kunda. Raghunatha Goswami also wrote one verse. In the last part of his life, Raghunatha Goswami wrote a shloka. I forgot the verse because many days it's been since I speak this verse. I've spoken. So Raghunatha Goswami is saying in this verse, Hey Rupa Manjari, please pray for Srimati Radhika in my behalf. If I don't get the mercy of Srimati Radhika, Hey Rupa Manjari, please pray in my behalf that I may give up my body in the Radha-kunda. That's it. Maybe I get the mercy of Srimati Radhika or not. But I just want to give up my body in the Radha-kunda. In this Radha-kunda, I want to give up my body here. Maybe I'll get the mercy of Srimati Radhika or not, but still, I want to die where? In the Radha-kunda. What is the meaning? He's so eager to attain the service to Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. We see this also in books of other Goswamis also, this is true. But if you analyze Raghunatha Goswami, so much nishtha in Srimati Radhika, incomparable. It's incomparable. Like Maharabhu, he showed different bhavas through different devotees. Javadharma explains. Like Sarupa Damodara got some instruction, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami. Like each one had one like duty. Maharabhu gave different instructions to different devotees. And according to the instruction of Mahaprabhu, all the devotees, they did some different thing. Like Mahaprabhu maybe told one to manifest the Tattva Siddhanta, another Rasa Siddhanta, like this, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Gosvami. So Raghunatha Goswami had to manifest Rasa Madhurya. Mahaprabhu inspired him. Javadharma explains this. No, it's not that one is higher or more inferior than the other. No. Imagine there's a big party. They cook many kinds of sabjis. Sweets, laddu, kachori, karela, dal, everything is prepared in this festival. So when you distribute the food, some brahmacharis came to distribute the prasadam. So you have to follow the instruction of that person who is managing the distribution. When he tells you, then you bring that food, specific food. Like in the Navadvipa Parikrama. They are taking one bucket. That when Gurudev gives instruction, then okay, they see that all devotees are sitting. Then Gurudev would say, okay, go first the rice. So I saw in the time of Gurudev, Gurudev was standing and managing the distribution of prasadam. Okay, first everybody get the plates, leaf plates. Then okay, you distribute the rice like this, and they were. Then it is nice. Maybe some person got the rice but didn't get the dal, or another person got dal, not the rice. So there has to be some managing. So it's like some art, how to properly do the distribution of food. Everybody will get all the food in proper time. I saw also Premanand Prabhu. This is the glory of Premanand Prabhu. So everybody was sitting until he hasn't instructed. Nobody starts distributing. I saw in Premananda. One person came wearing shoes. Premananda told him to. No, not pants. He came wearing pants, not shoes, pants. How can you serve like this? You have to put dhoti to distribute food, prasadam. Premanand Prabhu kicked out this devotee and punished him, saying that you have to serve with dhoti. So you have to follow the instruction, the chastisement management of that person who is managing the distribution of food. So suppose you're responsible to give the rice for everyone. So this is your responsibility. Another person has the responsibility to distribute dal. So then very easily, very nicely, smoothly, everything takes place. Every person is charged with one thing, responsible for distributing one thing. So Mahaprabhu gave different instruction also to different devotees. Rupa Gosvami, Sanatana Gosvami, Swarupa Damodar, like Sanatana Gosvami, sambandha-tattva, acharya, so much tattva siddhanta. Jiva Goswami, different. So all of them, they are Rasika acharyas. No one is ordinary or. Who is Rupa Goswami? Who is abhidheya-acharya? Rupa Goswami, abhidheya. And Raghunatha Goswami, madhurya rasa. Prema-tattva acharya, like speaking about the goal. So all of them, they are experts in everything. So there's one shloka. The other day I was telling that shloka. Bhakti Thakur is saying, Kabe, habe, bolo, dina, amar. In the end of this song, oh my.
मैंने उस दिन बता रहा था सर्वोपरि श्रीमती राधिका के आदेश आज्ञाओं ने आदेशहीन होकर के कार्य ये राधा जी की.
So humbly Bhakti Thakur is saying this last part of the song, when I will preach under the guidance Shri Agya, by the order of Srimati Radhika, I will preach. No guru is higher or inferior or better than the other. This is offense if you think one is higher than the other. Raghunatha Das Goswami, Sanatana Gosvami, Rupa Gosvami.
हम यहाँ पर तो देखते हैं
We see
किसके
here
द्वारा और माधुर जी का प्रवेशन किया
which one distributed the rasa madhurya, another distributed tattva. Like when we listen to Gurudev's katha, if Gurudev wouldn't speak Braj katha, Gurudeva thought, oh, I didn't speak well, I didn't like. Because if Gurudeva thought, if I didn't speak Braj katha, I didn't speak about anything. Our Bhakti Janardana Gosvami Maharaj, he used to say, Narada Maharaj is the nija-jana of Srimati Radhika, dear associate. Janardana Maharaj used to tell us this. If Gurudeva would make a question, he would tell, Maharaj, please you tell. Bhakti Jivana Janardana Maharaj. So each acharya manifests some different thing. So when we say about Raghunatha Goswami, we see like other acharyas, like Rupa Goswami. He did bhajan in many places of Vraj. Sanatana Goswami also, he did bhajan in many places. Gopal Bhatta Goswami also. But the main place of bhajan is Radha Kunda of Raghunatha Goswami. He has so much eagerness for the Radha Kunda. Especially in the book Vilapa Kusumanjali. If you read the Vilapa Kusumanjali, you'll feel that Raghunatha Goswami doesn't know anything beyond Srimati Radhika. He's so much one-pointed devotion and loyalty and nishtha, steadiness. Such beautiful verse in Vilapa Kusumanjali. If you read this, your heart will melt. You won't have any desire to read anything else. Just like eating rasagula. So sweet his book, Vilapa Kusumanjali book, Raghunatha Goswami. Gurudeva used to tell us this about Vilapa Kusumanjali. The Westerners used to come in Gurudev's room and Gurudev was explaining Vilapa Kusumanjali. So Gurudev gave an example. A rich person, he's in his shop, and he's like in a restaurant and he's eating so many foods, ladu kachori, and a beggar comes by. Sometimes a rich person gives little bit, takes some rest of food in his plates, and then the beggar eats the rest of the rich man. What is the meaning? The katha of Gurudev was so sweet about Vilapa Kusumanjali, a very high class book, full of rasa madhurya. Mercifully, Gurudeva used to describe all these books in Mathura Math here. I saw Gurudeva spoke about all the rasa granthas. Before the Westerners came, Gurudeva somehow, maybe 2-4 shlokas or some shlokas, Gurudeva used to read these books. Like this Nikunja Rahasya Stotra yesterday we spoke. Sorry, Nivrita Nikunja Rahasya Stotra. In Vasanta Panchami, Umadidi has a recording that Gurudev was describing this slok, each slok. So somehow, like in some day or like some specific days, yes, Gurudev spoke about these books. Gita Govinda, also the book of Bilamangala Thakur, all the books. Like in many places or in many different occasions, Gurudev spoke. So if a person has Vrajabhav, he will not be pleased without speaking about it. Like if a person likes sweets, maybe you offer the person many kinds of sabji, but you didn't give sweets. The person will think, oh, what is this? Not enough, not nice. Because you didn't give me sweets. So the Vrajavasi will even blaspheme. You can give everything to the Vrajabasi, but if you didn't give kheer and sweets for the Vrajabasi, Vrajabasi will insult you, will swear you. Isn't it? So if the person is completely immersed in Brajaras, he wants to
रहता है।
speak about Braj, the moods of Braj.
कहने के तात्पर्य ये रघुनाथ दास के मनशिक्षा ग्रंथ
So in the Manah-shiksha book,
से लेकर के
from the beginning of the book until the last end of the book,
राधा रानी की
he
राधा जुगल
was only speaking about Srimati Radhika and the divine couple,
वंदना होती जा रही है, उनकी कीर्ति होती जा रही
glorifying them, glorifying their glories. Now time's up. Maharaj
है। चला गया
will speak. My time is over.
गोष्ठलेषु सुजने भूसुरगणे हैं गुरु गुरु बात यहाँ पर गुरु कहने से दीक्षा
Guru. When say Guru here, when it says Guru, you should understand that Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru also.
मंत्र गुरु के प्रति अधिक आदर होना चाहिए।
But you should have even more respect for your mantra Guru. Nama mantra and Diksha mantra Guru. You have to have more honor and respect for him.
गुरुदेव के कहा जाता है समस्त प्रदाता।
Because mantra, the Gurudev is called sambandha-tattva.
प्रज्ञान केशव से महाराज कहते मंत्र प्रदाता
Bhakti Pragyana told,
हमने की अवज्ञा न
we never should dishonor the Guru that gives us the mantra.
ये चार प्रकार गुरु के बारे में भी कहा
So 4 kinds of Guru: Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, another
दर्शक गुरु
Vartma Pradarshaka Guru, and
दीक्षा गुरु शिक्षा गुरु वर्तमोपदर्शक गुरु चैत्य गुरु
Chaitya Guru also.
और इसके आगे जाकर के गुरु तत्व के बारे में अनेक कथाएं
So there are many things about Guru Tattva,
उसमें भरी हुई
many Tattva Siddhantas. There is also Mahanta Guru.
ये समस्त विचार इसमें दिखाते जा रहे हैं। इसलिए कहते हैं रे मन
Oh my mind,
हे मेरे अबोध मन
oh
मेरे प्यारे भैया
my dear brother mind,
मन को अत्यंत प्यार से कहा जाता है।
I pray to you with sweet words.
छोटू भी उभी जाते धृत पद
So in the last end of the shloka, Chaturbir Abhyacha Dritapada,
चरण को पढ़कर मैं
oh mind, I am crying, taking hold of your feet.
छोटू चाटू बात
Chatubaka, Chatubivaka means
भाने वाले
like sweet words, flattering words,
प्यार के साथ
with love. I'm telling you,
खाना नहीं चाहते। माँ कैसे खिलाती है
like how a mother feeds her baby
शब्दों के द्वारा
with beautiful sweet words.
ऐसे मल मल करके खिलाती है चावल के मल मल के ऐसे करके
Then the mother feeds the baby slowly with sweet words.
सुंदर
So in the same way, with Chaturvaka, sweet words also. Raghunatha Goswami is trying to make his mind understand.
सदा सर्वदा
Mind, oh, you should always
राज्य में रह करके
stay in Braj.
श्री राधा कृष्ण जुगल की शरण में शीघ्र ही नैंतर्यमयी लोकोत्तर रति का विधान
Have the rati for the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna.
ब्रज में राधा गोविंद की चरण में रति के विधान करो।
How to have rati for the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So tomorrow we continue
पाठ करेंगे
more.
एक एक से पंचावल के पास
Vanchakaupa.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो।
I'll come back to the beginning of the video. Just one minute we lost. E depois eu vou traduzir em português, Madhava Maharaj, se puder avisar aí, Krishna Kripa Prabhu. Yesterday also, just to be clear, not yesterday, today morning class, Gurudeva was reading from Bhagavatam saying that the brahmacharis should never massage women from oil, take massage from them like massage women, or even if if the guru, if the woman is the guru's wife, which is also considered like a mother, even in this situation, brahmachari should never ever massage women.
इसके जितने भी कथा सुने रसमाधुर्य कथा सुने इधर कथा सुने
So all the Rasamadurya kathas that we speak,
उनको स्थिर करना पड़ता है।
still we have to focus our mind, keep our mind focused and fixed. So in the Gita, Arjuna told, "Oh Krishna, my mind is very restless.
मेरा मन बड़ा चंचल है, चंचल ही मन
My mind is so restless."
प्रमाथि बड़ दिरम। इसके बहुत कष्ट है, इसको क्या करना, कंट्रोल करना।
So it's very difficult to control the mind.
So मन को कंट्रोल करने के दो उपाय बताए।
So 2 ways of controlling the mind.
एक उपाय क्या बताया गया?
One is
वैराग्य
vairagya and
के द्वारा, अभ्यास एवं वैराग्य के द्वारा मन को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं।
by abhyasa and vairagya.
जो व्यक्ति
Practice
अपने
and
मन को वशीभूत कर नहीं पाते हैं,
So those who cannot control their minds,
वो वास्तव में इस जगत में भी वो प्रतिष्ठित हो नहीं पाएंगे। दूसरी तो बात जो है
they cannot even be properly established in the material life, what to speak of spiritual life.
भावना उदित होता रहे।
The mind has so many feelings, so many things like, oh, this is good, this is bad.
जो मन के कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं,
Those who control their minds,
भी सर्वत्र जय कर लेते
they all can be victorious everywhere.
हैं, है कि नहीं? और पारमार्थिक जगत में
And in the spiritual world,
कंट्रोल करना ये अतीव
we see that for the spiritual life,
महत्वपूर्ण विषय
it's so glorious, so important to control the mind.
है। इसलिए हमारे रघुनाथ दास
So Srila Raghunatha Gosvami,
ये मानसिक्षा ग्रंथ के प्रस्तुत कर रहे
he presented the Manah-shiksha book.
हैं। कैसे एक साधक धीरे धीरे
How a sadhaka slowly
मन को कंट्रोल करके
can control his mind
भजन राज्य में प्रवेश
and enter the path of bhajan.
कर, क्योंकि मन में हमारी यदि अच्छी बुरी भावना उत्पन्न होता
So sometimes good things and bad things come to our
है।
minds.
बड़े लोग उच्च पद में चले जाते हैं,
Some people have high positions, but if they haven't controlled their minds,
तो काम क्रोध के द्वारा वशीभूत
they'll be controlled by lust and anger, and
काम कर लेते हैं।
they'll wind up doing bad things,
कैरेक्टर क्या होता है,
and this will be like
नष्ट हो जाता है।
this will destroy their character.
भजन राज्य में इसी प्रकार कहा जाता है, इंग्लिश में भी कहा जाता है।
So from here I was already translating, I'll just stop here.
आपने कुछ संपत्ति खो दिया,